you're out on the road. The last place you want to be is on the road. But if the unfortunate happens, you'll be glad you were wearing diamond gussets.
There's a place down in Tennessee where they make blue diamond gusset jeans. They so pride in every stitch, guarantee you love the way they fit. They put a diamond gusset in the crotch where you need it most. Blue diamond gussets got it, others don't.
We turn jeans inside out. Diamond gusset jeans. Made in the USA with unparalleled quality. Our Defender motorcycle jeans combine gusset comfort with Kevlar protection, so you can ride all day with confidence. Order yours at gusset.com. Diamond gusset jeans got it, others don't.
You're listening to The Alex Jones Show.
Big Brother, mainstream media, government cover-ups. You want answers? Well, so does he. He's Alex Jones on the GCN Radio Network. And now, live from Austin, Texas, Alex Jones.
Bella Shafley of the Eagle Forum, 50 years since she published her book, A Choice on an Echo. It's going to be talking 2016 and beyond, what 2014 election meant. Obama calling to have Obamacare for the internet, total FCC takeover. It's all coming up, ladies and gentlemen, today. We're going to have open phones in the third hour. But I got beside myself in the last hour when I played that clip of one of the main Obamacare architects, Jonathan Gruber, admitting that, quote, lack of transparency was key to getting the Affordable Care Act passed because the stupidity of the American voter. Just amazing. And I know Paul wrote that article, but it is a good job. But the way the quote goes, I don't think it's explanatory. It says, in a newly uncovered video, Obamacare architect Jonathan Gruber admits that a lack of transparency was key to getting the Affordable Care Act passed because the stupidity of the American voter was key, or otherwise the bill would have been killed. Because it said would have otherwise been killed. No, the stupidity, intelligence would have killed the bill. Stupidity is what helped it pass. So get a hold of Paul or have them look at that. No big deal. I just don't have time during the breaks to do this stuff. I just do it on air, folks. And I get corrected by them sometimes. I get dates wrong or things wrong, and they correct me. We all work together, and that's what we're trying to do here. But that article is up on Infowars.com and PrisonPlanet.com with the video. My personal trainer trains me a few times a week, just texted me. He said, you have some good energy on the show today. Yeah, anger will do that. I mean, watching that Twitch sit up there and talk about how he's lying to everybody and how funny it is with a bunch of academics, learning the power of lying, the power of being dishonorable, the power of screwing people over for the greater good. Totally and completely, massively disgusting on every front.
And basically, call it the stupidity of the American voter or whatever.
Yeah, let's play the full clip in context for them. Here he is, the economist, working as an advisor to Obama, talking about keeping it from the public that it was a tax, keeping it from the public that you'd have to pay a lot more, having Obama go out and go, look, I'll tell you straight up, it'll cut your prices down to the cost of a phone bill or cable bill. You'll keep your doctor. I'm not going to tell you again. Don't listen to the lies of these right-wing racists. And we're like, hey, the bill says it right here. Shut up, racist. Everybody would yell, oh, racist. Oh, no. Now, this is all known, and we can't even get it repealed because of the self-propelled zombie, Mitch McConnell. When he talks, he's like, well, very good deal. Well, I can't say we get rid of all of them, but we'll get rid of some of it. It's like one of those ventriloquist dolls or something. Got like an Obama tentacle up his patootie ears. I mean, I don't know what's going on, but let's go ahead and go to this clip.
It's just, you can't do it politically. You just literally cannot do it. Okay, transparent financing, and let's have transparent financing, also transparent spending. I mean, this bill was written in a tortured way to make sure CBO did not score the mandate as taxes. If CBO scored the mandate as taxes, the bill dies. Okay, so it's written to do that. In terms of risk-rated subsidies, if you had a law which said healthy people are going to pay in, it made explicit that healthy people pay in and sick people get money, it would not have passed. Okay, just like lack of transparency is a huge political advantage. And basically, call it the stupidity of the American voter or whatever. But basically, that was really, really critical to getting the thing to pass.
I wonder how he'd like it if somebody came up and mugged him. And he said, hey, you're robbing me, you're being deceptive. Or how would he feel if somebody sold him stocks or bonds that were worthless and conned him? And he'd be like, hey, I lied to you. But it makes me trendy and really smart. And I'm wearing a suit and I'm on TV with a bunch of other academics talking about how deceiving people about costs and stuff. And that's just the tip of the iceberg. The death panels, the taking control of the doctors. I mean, it's just these people are an abomination. 18 years. I've been on air 20. She works tirelessly, even back at the time when I was only on one FM station here in Austin. She would come on the broadcast a few times a year to promote the ideas of liberty. And it was 50 years ago this year that she published her best-selling book, A Choice, Not an Echo. And that's being republished now. We'll give you details of that information, but phyllisschlafly.com, eagleforum.org. You can also find some of her work at WND.com. She's been a national leader of the conservative movement since the publication of her best-selling book, A Choice, Not an Echo. She's a constitutional lawyer and a lot more. I'm not going to try to get into everything that she's been involved in, but she served as a member of the Commission on the Bicentennial of the U.S. Constitution. Appointed by President Reagan, she has testified before more than 50 congressional and state legislative committees on constitutional, national defense, and family issues. And if somebody like Ron Paul, you could say, is the kind of father of the libertarian constitutional movement, Phyllis Schlafly is like the mother of the constitutionalist liberty movement. And we would be in deep trouble without her. If you read her work going back over 55 years, almost all of it has turned out to be extremely accurate. And she's got a syndicated column as well, the Phyllis Schlafly Report, that's in over 100 newspapers. She's got her daily radio commentaries on over 600 stations. And she's got Eagle Forum Live on over 90 stations and also heard over the internet. So be sure and go to phyllisschlafly.com, eagleforum.org. She understands, like Charlton Heston did and so many others. This is a full-on war. And I'll play the clip later for her. I discussed it a lot in the last hour. I played the clip of Ezekiel Emanuel last year admitting they want to wreck health care in America, basically Cloward and Piven. That's the socialist plan. But the new clip of one of the chief architects, Jonathan Gruber, heading up Obama's Economic Commission advising on Obamacare, saying that they lied to the public with lack of transparency being key to fooling stupid Americans and stupid voters. And he was there teaching other academic media how to lie. And it's just simply incredible that they say they have the moral high ground. Everything they do wrecks things but gives them more power. And then they admit that they lie and deceive and cheat, and death panels now. Bill Gates admits that. I want to say that low-level leftists mean well or want a free lunch. It varies. But at the top, these are not leftists. These are deranged control freaks, more akin to what you saw in the French Revolution. The only behavior I've seen like this is in the French Revolution. If you study the degeneracy of the Jacobins and others. I don't want to go into a history lesson here. Phyllis Schlafly joins us. Thank you so much. I know you want to get into 2014 elections, what you think that really signified, the landscape. Is it a big political realignment? I certainly think so. Can we defeat the establishment Republicans that'll try to play ball with the same crony capitalist? Looking forward at 2016, what do you see in your crystal ball? We'll discuss it all today and the republishing of your book, Phyllis. But first off, we commend your 55 years of work for liberty. And we'd like to get your take on my little rant discussing the arrogance that we're seeing out of the so-called left right now. How would you characterize the mental state of these people?
Well, thank you for all the kind words you said, Alex. It's good to be on with you. And you are right, and they deserve a rant because they have really brought this country down the wrong path, and the majority of Americans admitted we're going in the wrong way. And I think what they really want is power and money, our money, and they want to make sure that the government has control and makes the decisions for us. When I grew up, I guess it was years before you grew up, but we had a country of middle-class families who had intact nuclear families. That is, the mother and father were married to each other and raising their own children in one household. And now that's just the minority of people in our country. But the nuclear family was a self-contained economic unit. They spent their own money, made their own decisions, decided how they were going to raise their children. And now we don't have that anymore. And you find the liberals who want to give us government control of everything. You know, this speech that Obama made up in Rhode Island a couple of weeks ago, which he said, we just shouldn't allow women to have the choice, he used the word choice, of taking care of their own